Hello Capricorn, this is going to be your November 2019 monthly reading, and I'm going to get one of these oracle cards as an advice card for you for the month. And we'll see what November has in store for y'all. Right now it is November 1st. I'm a little late with these readings as Mercury retrograde likes to really mess with me, so thank you all for waiting on me if you were. Oh, you got mending. How strange. So the very last reading that I did got mending as well, and that was for Sagittarius. And as you can see, I just shuffled the heck out of them, and I always shuffle about 5 times between readings. So very, very, very interesting that you got mending. Mending is when we do exactly that. We mend any relationships that may have gone sour, anything in ourself that we might need to take healing in. So this could be forgiveness in so many different ways. It could be forgiveness for a situation, forgiveness for ourselves for doing something that maybe wasn't, so healthy or good for ourselves, forgiving other people. It's just a really big opportunity and suggestion to let go of something that might be, still bothering you or holding you back, really. When we don't take care of something, it'll keep surfacing. And no matter how much we push it down, it'll continue to surface, and it'll get bigger and bigger until it's right in your face. So it's really best to just mend. So let's see what else comes out with some tarot cards. And I'm going to do some extra shuffle here just because that was really interesting to get that same exact card. So if you know any Sagittariuses, get with them, Capricorn, and talk to them about this mending, because maybe you and a Sagittarius need to mend. Because they got the same exact advice for November. Very interesting. Alright, Capricorn, let's get some tarot cards and see what maybe you're mending. You're getting 7 of Cups, 6 of Cups, ooh, and the Hanged Man. Nice. All right, so let's break this down a little bit. The 7 of Cups is coming to us after we've made a decision, and some things might feel a little confusing, and we're kind of questioning our path about it. And what's nice about the 7 of Cups is it allows us to stop for a second, take stock of what we've been doing, how far we've come, and it all revolves around our emotions and our feelings, and really how we perceive everything that's happening to us, right? Because that's where our feelings and emotions come from, is our own perceptions. And sometimes the 7 can come along and confuse us because there's a lot of different feelings, or there's a lot of different perceptions that might be conflicting, or options might be really confusing. You're not really sure which way to go, and your path is always in question when we talk about the 7s. So whichever cup essentially that you choose will be this new path, or this revised path, because you've taken a moment to kind of tweak or look at where you have the most good feelings and happy feelings, and the emotions are there, and there's that connectiveness. So that'll be different for every single Capricorn watching, but something that you have a lot of emotion around might feel a little bit confusing, okay? And as we move through this, keep this mending in mind, because we have the 6 of Cups coming up here. And the 6 of Cups can sometimes signify some kind of a nostalgia. Remembering when we had some good times, remembering how bad times turned into good times, and recognizing how our choices have really put together this perception of our feelings and emotions. So a lot of feelings and emotions going on for you, Capricorn, during November. And what I really like about this for you is that it's all about perception. Okay, you have this 7 and this 6. So here's that choice I was talking about. You have this choice coming up where you're choosing to look at how your feelings and emotions are really affecting these options and your path. And what I love about this is really checking into how your feelings and emotions handle something that maybe needs to be mended. Okay, sometimes some of these feelings and emotions stem from something that maybe needs to be mended within ourselves because we're not able to really move forward, and have the strength to move forward until we've mended. And the strength would be the 8. So we have 6, 7, 8 would be that next card where you have that strength, that emotional strength to move forward. But it seems like mending is your advice, and that's that next step. Mend, heal, go into that moment of forgiveness in whatever that means to you, okay, Capricorn? And what I love about the perception that's really heavy here is Hanged Man. Hanged Man always takes a moment to alter his perception. Okay, this figure is going to turn upside down typically and look at something completely different and alter the way that maybe they used to think, or what used to be a belief, or what used to be a realization now becomes completely different because there's a perception shift and a perspective shift. So it's almost like you're going to be going through this, choice and this really complicated option. And I feel like, due to a perception shift, you're going to be able to fly right through this and get into that emotional strength. Maybe you need to look at a situation that was, ended, or there's toxicity in it, and mend it. Rather than ending, try mending, okay? The perception of you is how you choose to feel about something. Let's get some clarifying cards for you, Capricorn, and see if we can figure out a little bit more of what's going on with you. I really like that a lot of all three of these cards really speak to your perception, because that's where our feelings and emotions come from. Like I said, is what we believe, what we realize, and that is our perception. So let's see what's going on with this deep-rooted perception shift. Seems like it's right there in the face. Okay, an ending of some sort. You have a 10 of Wands. Oh wow, you have Judgment coming up, and then you have Page of Pentacles. Really cool for you, Capricorn. Now this is definitely signifying that ending, okay? So there's some kind of ending going on with what you were passionate about has kind of ended, and maybe that's why you've come into this new choice and this new decision where you're having to choose a new love, essentially, a new emotion, a new feeling to get you going on that next passion, okay? Because typically when something ends, that next thing's going to come through. But this is saying, this is an absolute ending. Recognize that. Recognize what you gained from that experience, whatever that is for you. And now that it's done, it's time to mend. Sagittarius had that same thing. It was like the end of a cycle, so it's time to mend that. It's already in the past. It's done. Heal it and let go of it. Now with this 7 of Cups coming up with your ending, it's saying you're not really going to be able to choose anything until you recognize this ending, until you absolutely grab hold of this ending and be done with it. The 10s say it's done. Okay, there is no, redoing this one. You have new options here. And what's really cool about your options is a new second chance coming up. So something that you maybe chose, or something back in your past, is going to come forward. 6 of Cups always talks about your past and nostalgia and how you chose something. So really interesting that Judgment is going to come up here. It's almost like you can go back and mend something because you have a second chance to fix it. You have another opportunity to fix something. And you'll know what that is for you, Capricorn, because it's going to be different for everybody's experience. It could be that relationship. It could be that job tie that was, severed. It could be that option that went away because of certain decisions. Well, now you've learned a lot with this ending, this 10. You've gone through a lot. Every single one of those wands was new information and new experience to create new wisdom. And as you go and take this new option, remember something about your past that could be mended. And that can be so different for every single one of you. I love that. And with that perspective shift too. Maybe you've grown so much that what you thought, what used to be, just isn't anymore. And you're recognizing that now. Maybe you're recognizing that you were wrong. Maybe you're recognizing that the other person was wrong, but that's okay, because you're going to mend that and you're going to forgive. You're going to forgive yourself for being so hard on that person for being wrong, or whatever it is, that creative project maybe that didn't go through because of whatever reason, and you've learned so much now. Now you see where it didn't work out before. It's going to work out now because of all of the work you've done towards it. The second opportunity is coming back around, you know, and with the perspective shift, you have a brand new, stable truth to move forward with. You know, whatever this stability is for you, you're going to be learning new things about it. It's almost like you're stepping into a new role or some kind of process that you're coming into just different and grown with more tools, more wisdom, more experience, and you're able to really tackle it because of this new perspective. Now let's get a postcard from Spirit to see if we can just wrap this reading up here. Big stuff for you. Big stuff, Capricorn. I love this. I use this deck. Geez, I can't even speak. Mercury retrograde always messes with me. What I was trying to say is this deck I typically only use in private readings, but I've had a lot of good feedback from it, from customers, and I just love the synchronicity that it brings to a reading. So we're going to get one of these cards for you. Now, if you haven't signed up for the tarot deck giveaway, I have a brand new tarot deck I'm trying to give away, and in the rules I had stated that I need 111 subscribers and 111 sweepstakes entry forms. Well, however that worked out, somehow I have enough subscribers, but the sweepstake entry forms, there's only about a handful of you. So if you were trying to win that, I need you to, you know, finish the process and go sign up on the sweepstakes. And if this is your first time hearing about it, it's still going on, and I would love to give it away, but I have to have 111 sweepstake entries because I want to remain ethical and, you know, stick to the rules. So I hope this tarot deck giveaway doesn't go on forever, because I really do want to give the deck away. You know, there are no strings attached. I just want to send it out for free and everything to appreciate everybody for supporting me. Okay, Capricorn, let's see what we have here from Spirit. Dear you, you feel like you need to do all the work and fix everything for everyone, or you might not have no value. Might have no value. Geez, let me start that over. I am so sorry. Dear you, do you feel like you need to do all the work and fix everything for everyone, or you might not have value? Maybe you think you need to control everything, or else nothing will be done. Be healed, be completed, etc. You may think you need to conform to what others expect of you, or choose a course of action to manipulate an outcome, but we don't think that would be a good choice. How about this? Even if it makes you temporarily uncomfortable, do something different. Set that boundary, delegate responsibility to another, ask for your needs to be met, and when faced with an impossible situation or sticky and meshed relationship, repeat this mantra. I didn't cause it, I can't control it, and it's not my job to cure it. Then carry on. Feels good, doesn't it? The best part is everything just seems to work beautifully and honestly in the end. Love you so much. So this is definitely saying, like, let some things flow, okay? You definitely don't have to try to control any of these things coming forward, because it's really meant to be for you. You know, when you're feeling confused, don't feel like you have to do anything. And if somebody doesn't accept the mending that you're trying to do, that's where you forgive yourself. You know, if the situation can't be mended, mend yourself and move on, okay? It's definitely saying that, you know, it'll work out beautifully and honestly in the end. So thank you very much, Capricorn, for watching. Please subscribe if you haven't already. Check out that tarot deck giveaway. I'll put a little video thing right here and something down in the description. Thank you for all of your support, comments, sharing. If you want to get updates of when I'll be posting next, hit the little bell button, and we'll check you guys later. November, I believe 12th is when the full moon is, so check out for that.